And what's up, guys? Here in your noon Pig Trail Nation report, Mike Irwin, Otis Kirk, Drew Raymond with you. Mike, let's begin with the defense for Arkansas, because John Chavis's defense had some bright spots last year, despite the fact that they got blown up a lot of times with some big chunk plays. But, you know, top 12 in the SEC as far as tackles for loss and sacks. So when you look at this group coming back, are you encouraged by what they have returning?
Well, let's look at what happened. They actually performed really well in some tough situations. A&M played well. There were other games. Where this defense let go of the rope was late in the season. Yeah. You know, I think they got very frustrated during the Vanderbilt game, but definitely from that point on, because up until the Ole Miss game, progress was being made, and they were a big part of it. So I think there's better talent there than maybe some people realize, but, you know, they can't have that. I think they're looking to the offense. You can say what you want as a defensive player. Hey, we're over here doing our thing. You are affected by what happens on the offensive side of the ball. So I think they're going to be better. I think there's going to be less frustration. They don't have a whole lot of depth at linebacker, but I think that may be, you know, they can't have injuries. That's what this defense can't have, is a lot of injuries. They're going to have a lot of youth, and that could be a problem. But I think with an improved offense, there'll be less pressure on the defense, and they may, also this is year 2 under a new coach. You know, anytime you change a defense and change a system, it takes a while. So I think they'll be better this year.
Where's your head with the defense, Otis? You look at it, the D-line, they could rotate a lot of guys in the middle. Mike made a good point there, but back end, Cam Curl has a lot of experience.
That's the problem. I mean, Cam's not the problem, but the problem is back in the secondary. What Mike said about the depth at linebacker and stuff, all that's true, but I think, you know, as long as they can avoid injuries, they're going to be okay there. But what's going to happen in the secondary when you've got Cam Curl is a true junior, is the veteran back there? I mean, you've got the cornerbacks don't have much experience. You know, I mean, they're, you know, Jarquise McClellan, Monteric Brown. You've got Joe Fauché started one game at the safety. He's going to replace Santos from here. So what happens is you've got extremely young secondary. So they're not tested. Cam Curl's going to have to step up and not just be he's going to be the best player back there, but he's got to be the leader, and he's got to really set the tone for what happens in that secondary. And I think he can, but they've still got to have, everybody's got to deliver their spot, and you worry about depth at linebacker. Bumper and Scooter are going to be fine, but you worry about the depth there. And then you just look at the secondary and the cornerbacks and the other safety opposite Cameron. They've got to really step up and take it to a whole 3 or 4 more levels.
Yeah, back to Mike's point, just to close, you know, the Auburn game, a lot of good defensive plays in that one. The final score didn't really show it, but Arkansas obviously played pretty well defensively against the Tigers there at Jordan-Hare Stadium. All right, Mike Irwin, Otis Kirk, Drew Raymond. Thanks for joining us here at the Pig Trail Nation.